the discontinuation of the small consignment regulation and the consequences for dropshipping. These provisions change from the 1st of July 2021.
EP Zollspedition is your full-service agency around customs. And now zoll.tv with Philipp Ritterbusch.
This video is aimed at entrepreneurs who dropship and source their goods from third countries, which they have shipped directly and without detour to their customers in the European Union. Currently, and until the end of June 2021, it is the case that most goods, up to a total value of 22 euros, can be imported without the collection of import duties as so-called small consignments. For a total value of 22 to 150 euros, the goods are also duty-free, but import VAT of 19 or 7% and excise duties must be paid. From a value upwards of 150 euros, all import duties are currently charged. That means customs duties, excise duties, and the import turnover tax. The basis of calculation for this are, in addition to the invoice documents, the imported quantities of goods and the customs tariff. Against this background, the dropshipping business with small consignments up to 22 euros is a convenient option for sending goods directly from Asia, for example, to the German recipient in an uncomplicated and duty-free manner. The merchandise is simply delivered and ready to go. No customs declaration, no duties. What will change from July 1st, 2021? The small consignment regulation for goods from third countries will be dropped. The value limit for duty-free imports will also drop to 0 euros. This means that, unlike now, import duties will then have to be paid for all goods imported into Europe from third countries, including small consignments. In addition, the obligation to submit electronic customs declarations will come into force, which means that previous simplifications for imports will no longer apply. The European Commission has launched the so-called e-commerce VAT package and is gradually introducing new regulations from the 1st of January 2019. The aims of these measures are to simplify cross-border trade, combat tax fraud, and create fair, competitive conditions for EU companies. According to the EU Commission, around 25% of all imports of small consignments are already imported with under-declared values or false descriptions of goods. As a result, EU countries are losing billions of euros in taxes that should be collected. So the question is, who pays these taxes and when? Here, the VAT package provides for various options. Either the import duties are charged to the end customer by the declarant, i.e. the post office, courier service provider, or logistics provider, and paid to the customs authority on a monthly basis, or the settlement is made via the new introduced special regulation with the help of the so-called Import One-Stop Shop Regulation, IOSS for short. This scheme, usually referred to as the import scheme, allows suppliers to collect applicable taxes and declare and pay them through the IOSS system. This requires registration via the electronic portal of the respective member state. The result is, for all goods which could be imported duty-free so far, at least import VAT will be charged in the future. It will also be the case that electronic customs declarations will have to be submitted for all import shipments. This will mean that attempts at fraud can be better detected and nullified. In the future, no more packages with false declarations of value should slip under the radar. So, how can you prepare for this new regulation? First, monitor the legal situation closely and continue to keep yourself informed. Second, ensure that the goods are sent with the correct invoice documents and descriptions so that there are no problems with the customs clearance in the EU. And third, no experiments. Anyone who tries to evade import duties by providing incorrect information will face extremely unpleasant consequences from the authorities. This would no longer be a trivial offense, but simply tax fraud. You now know that the small consignment regulation for goods from third countries will be abolished and what consequences this will have for dropshipping.
zoll.tv. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Contact us by email, Telegram or WhatsApp. All contact information can be found at zoll.tv/contact.